Putin bad news. Putin's shame is compounded by the fact that Russia has been excluded from attending the Nobel Prize ceremony. The bizarre decision to invite representatives from Russia, Belarus, and Iran to this year's Nobel Prize award ceremonies was reversed after international outcry, publicly embarrassing Vladimir Putin. After what Swedish Prime Minister Ulf Kristersson, who welcomed the decision, called many and strong reactions to the initial announcement the day before, the Nobel Foundation was forced into an embarrassing climb down. Sviatlana Tikhanovskaya, the exiled leader of the Belarusian opposition, who had previously harshly criticized the decision to extend the invitations, has now, albeit belatedly, praised the foundation for changing its mind. The private foundation that handles the Nobel Prizes reversed its stance from last year and invited representatives from the three countries to attend this year's award ceremonies in Stockholm, saying it promotes opportunities to convey the important messages of the Nobel Prize to everyone. This came after several prominent Swedish politicians threatened to boycott the ceremonies. Some people decided to stay away because of the Russian invasion of Ukraine and the Iranian government's crackdown on human rights. The Swedish Nobel Foundation and the Norwegian Nobel Committee were urged by Ms. Tikhanovskaya in a post on X, previously Twitter, on Friday to refrain from inviting members of Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko's illegitimate regime to any events. She continued, "I welcome the Nobel Foundation's decision to cancel its invitation to associates of Lukashenko's illegitimate regime, the day after the foundation confirmed its rethink. It's a demonstration of unity and backing for our people. Instead, a democratic Belarus ought to be invited. Assuming the Nobel Committee is as trustworthy as this, I trust they will follow this example." In her follow-up, she called it a clear sign of solidarity with the Belarusian and Ukrainian peoples, and said, "This is how you show your commitment to the principles and values of Nobel." Oleh Nikolenko, a spokesman for Ukraine's foreign ministry, hailed the decision as a victory for humanism. A Facebook post of his read, "Thank you to everyone who demanded that justice be restored." Mr. Nikolenko also suggested that a similar decision be made in regards to the presence of Russian and Belarusian ambassadors at the celebrations in Norway following the ceremony in Sweden. On Friday, Mr. Kristersson said he would not have included the three countries in the award ceremonies, so he was pleased with the decision. Additionally, he posted on X, saying, "The many and strong reactions show that the whole of Sweden unambiguously stand on Ukraine's side against Russia's appalling war of aggression." The foundation issued a statement on Saturday acknowledging the strong reactions in Sweden, which completely overshadowed this message, and explaining why it had decided not to invite the ambassadors of Russia, Belarus, and Iran to the award ceremony in Stockholm. However, it stated that it would adhere to tradition and invite all ambassadors to the Nobel Peace Prize ceremony in Oslo, the capital of Norway. "We see the change in the decision as positive," Margareta Thorgren, a spokeswoman for the Swedish royal house, was quoted as saying by the newspaper Aftonbladet. She also confirmed that King Carl XVI Gustaf will present the Nobel Prizes at ceremonies in Stockholm, as before. The names of the 2018 Nobel laureates will be revealed in early October. On December 10, the anniversary of Alfred Nobel's death in 1896, the laureates are invited to attend grand prize ceremonies where they will be presented with their awards.